Hello, everybody. This is Pastor Life again on marriage. So, today we are going to talk about the truth about dating. We are going to talk about the truth about dating. Um, I want us to look at dating like in a broader view. The purpose of dating. What is the purpose of dating? The purpose of dating is to know someone better, maybe to understand someone better. So, what happens is dating makes a lot of people take things obvious, like they guarantee things, which makes a lot of them to end up being hurt. So, if you are a young person and you are dating a young girl, and along the way you find out that the girl or the man, that boy, is no longer like around you, like he's trying to date another person, you usually get frustrated. But let me tell you something, there is nothing wrong about dating. It's just that allow the situation, allow the situation to lead you wherever, or else you don't need to take things obvious, like to assume that the person who's dating you will finally marry you, because finally you will be hurt. So what I know is that people are good in putting on a mask. As long as you are still dating, someone can do everything. Well, I don't hear people hating each other as long as they are in dating. They don't hate each other. People will compromise. People will appear to be one angel that you will feel like this is the man of my dream. This is the woman of my dream. But take that person close, like live with that person in a close range. You will see a different person. So when you are still dating, let's stop taking things obvious. And there are people who are like, you see, if you are, everybody knows about fishing. If you are fishing, you put on a bait and throw in the water. The fish doesn't see the hook. The fish only see the bait that is there, and then they pursues the bait, but finally it get caught. So that's what happens a lot of times. When you are still in dating, someone will just put on a mask, try to be that good person. It doesn't, even if the person is hurt, it will never show. It will just appear to be someone, there's nothing. Nothing wrong. That's nothing. Until you say this person is perfect, or maybe this person is right for me. Until you get married to that person. When you are home now, that's where you will see the reality. So what I'm saying is you will never know a person fully. You will never know a person fully. No one. No, listen, we are in marriage. We can never say we know our spouses like total. No, that's not happening. But what I advise people a lot of time is that try and seek God for your spouse, for your partner. Try and seek God for the person who is supposed to marry you. Try and pray unto God to direct you. Which one, Lord? How do you want things to be in my life? That's what I advise people a lot of time, because God knows us. God knows the person whom we will live together at peace. So let us try and pursue God before we enter into the relationship of marriage. Dating is good, at least as long as it's still on the level of friendship. But the moment it exceeds the level, that's where it brings the hurts and the disappointments and the misery. So if we are still on the relationship level, we are still safe. Dating someone, there's nothing wrong about dating. But as long as you want to take that obvious, that the person who's dating you finally will marry you, you will get hurt. I might be speaking like this. You have met some things that happened in your life and now you regret. Or maybe you are still hurt about things that has happened in the past about dating. So let's try and seek God for the person who's supposed to marry you. Try and pray for God's direction. Don't take it obvious. Everybody cannot be your husband, and every woman can never be your wife. No, there's one person whom you can live with. It doesn't have to be a rich person, it doesn't have to be a poor person, but whoever God chooses for you, that's the person. You will live at peace with that person. But if you have to trust your eyes, look at, oh, this one will be by your eyes. Your eyes can be, your eyes look on the outside, but God knows what's in the inside. No, so let us try and trust God on this, because listen, marriage it's a lifetime. Let me call it a covenant. People call it a contract, but I love calling it a covenant. So let us seek God before we enter into the relationship of marriage. God will always support us. God will never be silent on this one. Every time you pray unto God, God will have to answer you. He has to answer you on marriage because He wants you to live better. If you are not married well, your relationship with God will never work. So try and seek God before you enter into a relationship of marriage. God bless you. And once more, subscribe to the channel. Every time I post a video, you will find it. So I love you and God bless you. Goodbye.